guess what? Your brain filters out information that contradicts your beliefs. Oh. That's right. Your brain, actually your reticular activating system, which is at the base of your brain and connecting to your spinal cord. What it does is it acts as a filter. RAS, Reticular Activating System, will filter out because you have 8 million bits of information coming through. That's too much. It's just simply too much. And what your brain does is it filters out what is actually important to you in that moment. So if it's survival, then all the extras, right? How pretty the sky is, not important. So it's going to be filtered out. If you're voting one way in an election, if you have contradictory information against your candidate, it's going to get filtered out. But you can do things to work on this, to open your awareness. And awareness so often is the first step. So even realizing that this is something that happens, that our brain has this automatic filter. I remember a time in my life where we were getting new shrubs. I'm not a shrub person and hadn't really thought about it or noticed them. And then I was driving around town and suddenly, oh, those are the shrubs we have. And oh, look at them over here. Suddenly, now that it was something important to me, it was filtered, the others were filtered out, and I could clearly see the ones that I was focusing on. Isn't that fascinating? Let's get to the point and why this is important. If you have a belief and a battle with the idea that if your struggle is I'm not enough or I'm not important, and you're trying to change that up, that's going to be contradictory information. So your brain's going to try to filter that out. It's so used to giving you supportive information of why you aren't enough and everything that's wrong with you, that it's going to keep giving you that. But you can start to retrain your brain, and this is very important. My name's Annie Henderson, and I'm a life coach. I help my clients with this process. And for some, it's easier than others, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. So whether you are going from A to Z and you zoom there so fast, or you are a one little great step and celebration at a time, that is fine because you're not staying where you are. That idea and fear that we're not enough can keep you trapped and limited in so many different areas of your life. So now that you know, right? Now that you have this awareness that, oh my gosh, my reticular activating system is almost working against me, we can use things like training our brain to focus using meditation. And I know I have a lot of people saying, oh, I've tried before, or meditation is not for me. If that's the case, let me know in the comments and I can send you some good ones or some tips or ideas or just some information, because sometimes we have the wrong idea. Meditation is not about silence or not thinking. It's kind of impossible. It's like your heart beating. It's going to keep happening. You don't have control over it. What you do need to notice is there are a variety of thoughts, and you are not your thought. You are not your thoughts, which means you can choose. And a lot of times, as Don Miguel Ruiz says in the book, The Four Agreements, we're domesticated, being raised. So sometimes beliefs and ideas are instilled in us at such an early age, and then we have years and decades to practice those and really instill them, and we think that's who we are. And sometimes we have to pause and step back and think about, is this really what I believe? Is this who I am? And looking out and getting more information, right? Even if it's a belief that you enjoy, right? Asking and seeing a variety of thoughts and opinions and what's out there. So meditation, is great just to practice focusing on one thing. And really retraining your mind, retraining that reticular activating system, setting goals and intentions, and thinking on them every single day. Because that default side of your mind, those negative, fearful thoughts, they usually don't take a break. You've practiced with them for so long that they're on repeat, and they're really good at it. So trying to instill a new belief, you're going to have to put it on replay, which means for a while, you have to be intentional and think about what it is. And if you need to work with a life coach like myself or someone else, reach out. I have a one-on-one coaching, and I have a consultation call. If you go to anniemhenderson.com, we can have a conversation and talk about what your RAS is up to, how it is focused and how it is trained, what it has you believing, and if you're stuck in a loop. Let me know in the comments if you already knew about Reticular Activating System. Is this a new idea for you? And of course, if you're looking for help, go to my site, anniemhenderson.com, and I will see you on the next call.